Dude, orbs are going right by. I'm on video right now because I'm just filming you in the spirit box. They're going all by the camera right now. Watch, just look it.
Sometimes it's speaking.
Yo, I'm spiking big time. Look at that. You just said women and guards. Do you not like women here?
Is that because I'm here?
What's happening? This is Shadows Fall. You're watching Paranormal Prison on Loudwire.
Step back into the haunted confines of the Mansfield Reformatory, where Ohio's most violent criminals lost their lives, but their souls still remain. I'm professional ghost hunter Josh Bernstein, and on these very special investigations, I'm joined by fellow ghost hunter Jose Mangin and our expert equipment techs, Cyrus Entezam and Morgan Rondinella. We have the knowledge, experience, and intestinal fortitude to guide these famous rock stars on dangerous hunts throughout America's most horrifying and decrepit prison. The same exact prison that now houses the annual Inkcarceration Music and Tattoo Festival. Our team dares to cross into a realm where the living meet the dead. Join us, Loudwire, and some of your favorite musicians as we enter the darkness in hopes of finding the souls still trapped in the impenetrable walls of Paranormal Prison. The Ohio State Reformatory was and still is America's tallest freestanding cell block. The West Cell Block stands 6 stories high with 600 cells that once held 1,200 inmates. Each 7 by 9 foot cell held 2 men and provided no privacy. The place was referred to as the jungle, as violent prisoners ran rampant in the shadows until its closure in 1990. On this hunt, we're joined by the one and only Shadows Fall.
Hailing from New England and emerging out of the same scene that gave us Killswitch Engage, All That Remains, and Unearth, comes metalcore madmen Shadows Fall. Led by dreadlocked frontman Brian Fair, they've shocked the world when they reunited as a band in 2021 after many years apart. If any band understands the war within Paranormal Prison, it's the 5 proud members of Shadows Fall.
Paranormal Prison, taped live inside the halls of the Ohio State Reformatory. My name is Josh Bernstein.
What's going on? It's Jose Mangin, and we're here at Inkcarceration hanging out with Shadows Fall. Welcome, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Glad we're on the outside of these cells, for sure.
So tell me, when you guys walked into this place, did you feel anything?
I felt the desire to never end up in prison.
I do feel just a heaviness. I just feel a heaviness that's like just here. And it could just be because of what's here, or it could also just be the heaviness of like, God, like Brian said, I would never want to end up here.
Well, guys, you might get scared some more because we're about to do some ghost hunting.
Yeah, ghost hunting with Shadows Fall.
Our hunt begins on the 3rd floor of the cell block where some of the most tragic and unfortunate prison activity ever occurred. These rickety stairs have been known to cause vertigo and spells of dizziness.
Jose, we're about to lead Shadows Fall through the 3rd floor cell block here. As we know, of course, we see these very low railings, guys.
Yeah.
Prisoners
Very easy to fall off.
Very easy to fall off. Be careful, but prisoners were thrown off of here.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
As you can see, there was 2 prisoners per cell, and you see how tiny these quarters are.
If anyone understands the cramped quarters of a prison, it's a bunch of metal dudes who tore in a van. Let's get the guys from Shadows Fall packed into this prison cell.
We're looking for activity here, at a certain point. Obviously, Jason, we're looking for that meter spike, anything
nothing.
Above 0.
Yep, nothing yet.
And we'll see if anything happens yet. This prison was built in 1896. It took 10 years to construct, and it ran into the early 90s, which is insane. Boys as young as 15 will be housed here up to the age of 35. And as you can imagine, thousands of souls have come through here. Jose, we learned 67 official deaths, but there's 225 graves outside these walls,
doesn't
unmarked.
quite balance out, so there's
No, it
definitely
does
some
not.
stuff they didn't talk about for sure.
So what about you guys? Do you guys believe in the paranormal?
Yeah, I do. And I have proof of it as well.
Yes.
We teamed up with Lamb of God and we played Waverly Hills Sanatorium, which, if you know anything about Waverly Hills, it was the biggest housing of tuberculosis patients in the 30s and 40s. Thousands of people died there. The whole day there was a tour of the facility going on, and for some reason we never got a chance to get down there. By the time we went down, it was me, our tour manager, who's still outside with us today, our guitar tech at the time, and my drum tech at the time. And the four of us went, and they said, you guys can't go in, there's no more tours, the building's locked for the night. But you're more than welcome to walk around, take pictures, video, whatever you want to do. Just walk the grounds. So I'm just aimlessly taking photos. So we walked around for maybe 45 minutes, went back to the bus, put my laptop on, I dumped the card into the thing, and I started going through the pictures. And up in the windows of the place, when there was supposed to be nobody there, when I zoomed in on this picture, there's a black figure with its arms crossed and glowing eyes. It's malevolent. It's malevolent.
But it's making eye contact directly with
Yeah.
you.
I would have saw it. We would have saw someone there. Absolutely.
Jason's photographic proof of an unknown entity staring back at him and his bandmates from 2007 still triggers shock and amazement nearly 20 years later. Are we going to be that lucky today?
What was that?
Dude, orbs are going right by. I'm on video right now because I'm just filming you in the spirit box. They're going all by the camera right now. Watch. Just look right here. Matt, look. Look at that all. See him? Yep.
Even our paranormal prison camera picks up one of the orbs Jason is seeing in his phone camera. As evidence mounts, thankfully Cyrus and Morgan capture all of it with their gear.
Dude, that's insane.
Try asking a question.
Did somebody die in this room?
Could this have been a phantom felon telling us safe in here? At this point, I think we should introduce our third device, our thermal camera.
So if you guys do the spirit box again, another technique we've learned that's been helpful is that the ghosts don't like women and they don't like guards. So sometimes it's speak.
Yo, I'm spiking big time.
As our EMF meter spikes and the audio frequencies cycle through the spirit box, have we poked a paranormal bear?
Look at that. You just said women and guards. Do you not like women here? Do you not like guards here? That got something. What's wrong with the guards? Wow, it's blinking right now too.
Is that because I'm here?
This paranormal prisoner simply couldn't take it any longer once hearing Morgan's voice through the void. Did he just say he could see her?
Are you mad because there's a woman here or because the guards did something? Now it's back to zero.
They don't want you to know.
Wow. That was fucking creepy.
Final question for you guys. Baby Shadows Fall, first getting into heavy metal, what were the bands that might have scared you guys when you first discovered
I'll admit,
music?
Slayer was the first time I heard Slayer was too much. Like the intro of like Hell Awaits start, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready. Like I don't know if I want to go where they're taking me. And it's funny because then years later, after being the death metal and grindcore forever, it's like doesn't sound as like scary now, but at the time, man, it like whatever it was, 12 years old or whatever. I don't know if I was ready. So it took till about Seasons in the Abyss for me to be prepared.
It's funny because it's almost the same thing like that part in Dead Skin Mask where like there's like little kid talking in the background, but first listen to the record, you don't expect it, and then you're halfway through the album and you're like, Mr. Game, what the hell's that? Mr. Game, what the hell's that?
Yeah.
At the end of the hall, we have a rare single occupancy cell. It's smaller than the normal cells as it was given to a special prisoner, generally for their own personal protection.
Look at this. The orbs are going nuts. It's like Orb Central. That just went to 45. Look at that. It's. Let's go inside.
Come on in.
Brave manly.
It's still going. Not as much, but
Definitely by the entrance, right?
yeah, by the entrance.
Maybe someone was envious of the maintenance worker
I was
wanted
gonna
their
say,
position and threw him over.
Probably getting jealous.
Yeah.
The teacher's pet down here in their private suite.
Yup.
While the members of Shadows Fall joke about the final fate of the prisoner who lived in this cell, what we experienced today was no laughing matter. Let's check back in with the guys as we complete our hunt of the West Cell Block.
All right, Paranormal Prison, we have just survived with Shadows Fall. Jose, what do you think?
I think there was some pretty eerie stuff in some of these cells, man.
There's a lot going on in there, man, without a doubt. You can feel it. The vibes are heavy.
Jason saw a bunch of orbs on his cameras.
A lot of confirmed hits here, and would you guys ever come back?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Mission accomplished. Guys, Paranormal Prison, Incarceration Weekend, only on Loudwire.com.
Join us next week here on Loudwire as we return to the Blood Prison, where Lizzie Hale and Hailstorm might just bring a ghost home with them.